Hello. So if you've been watching my videos for a while, you've probably noticed that I really like boats. Whether it's for sprinting, glitching through the ceiling, or even literally x-raying, there's pretty much always a few moments in a playthrough where having a boat will save the day. And that made me wonder, could I beat Minecraft without using boats? Well, let's figure it out. Just like any normal playthrough, we start by getting some wood so that we can craft a bunch of basic tools. Then we get a bit of stone so we can upgrade those tools. And the next step of the journey will be to find some iron. But that's where we start getting into trouble, because to continue going forward, we need to cross this lake. Now, normally you're supposed to use a boat here, but unfortunately, we can't do that here. So instead, we will have to use the second way you're supposed to cross a lake. Lily pads. Thankfully, there's a swamp nearby, but that's where we run into another problem. In order to get the lily pad after breaking it, we would have to jump in the water, and that kind of defeats the entire purpose of getting lily pads in the first place. But thankfully, there is a solution, which is to just use a fishing rod to get the lily pads to you. But for this, we're going to need strings, so we peacefully wait for the night, and we go hunting for some spiders. What the hell is this? What's that? I've never seen that in my life. Who are you? What the... what? Frogs? Why are there frogs in the game? Can I eat them? Oh, thank you. Oh my god, we have a spider, finally. After we kill those 25 zombies, we have a spider. We got a potato! Wow. We only have one string, we need another spider. Whoa! Damn, this guy hurts! Oh my god, we have another spider, finally. Oh, let's go. Let's go. I'm hungry. Yummy. Alright, now that we have the string, we can craft a fishing rod, which finally allows us to get the lily pads. So we quickly form a bunch of them, and now we can cross the river. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yay! So now we go back to our quest of looking for iron while farming a bit of food on the way. Wait, I can make you full leather armor, let's go! Let's freaking go! We also grab a few pumpkins that we might need for later, and we run out of lily pads. But thankfully, we have another solution. A good thing I bring my bed. Oops. Let's go! And after a bit more walking around, we finally find a cave. But now, that's where we run into a second problem. Normally, in order to safely fall down from this height, we're supposed to do a boat clutch. But unfortunately, we can't do that. So instead, we're going to use a block that reduces fall damage. Hay bales. And for this, we need 9 pieces of wheat, so we grab a few seeds, we plant them down on a nice spot, and we wait. Oh, alright. Now we can make our hay bale. Alright, now that we have our hay bale, we can finally jump down and start exploring the mineshaft. Wow, a chest! Wow. I don't care about all of that. I want the minecart. Let's go. Now we need to find some iron. Let's go. We got some iron. Alright, that should be enough. Okay, now that we have the iron, we need to smelt it. And that's where we run into another problem. Normally, you're supposed to use boats to cook your items, but unfortunately, we can't do that. So instead, we're going to use wool. And while searching for the cave, I did kill a bunch of sheep on the way, so we should have enough to smelt this iron. But then, I realized a little problem. Wait. Oh. How do I unchest a minecart with chest? Alright, well I guess that's useless, we gotta craft one. Now I'd like to find a bit more iron because of that. So we go look for some more iron, but then we don't have enough wool left to smelt the iron we just got. But thankfully, the solution is right under our eyes. Cobwebs! So we craft a stone sword, and after a pretty long loop of getting some strings, finding some iron on the way, getting some more strings to smelt this more iron we found on the way, and so on, we finally managed to smelt all of it for a whopping 22 iron ingots. Alright, that should be more than enough iron, so now we're going to start looking for lava lakes so we can go straight to the nether. And we managed to find a shipwreck on the way. And that's where we run into another problem. In order to enter the shipwreck, we have to go through this little hole, and for this, we're supposed to use a boat to make our character crawl. But unfortunately, we can't do that. Thankfully though, that's where our minecart proves useful, because we can just place it in the little hole, move forward to get inside the shipwreck, and leave it to enter the shipwreck and get access to the chests. And once we're done, we can take the minecart back the other way to leave the shipwreck. Anyway, after a bit more walking, we end up finding the lava lake. So we quickly build a portal, we make a bit of extra equipment before leaving, and it's time to enter the nether. Now, just like usual, we're peacefully going to search for the fortress. Fortress! Let's go! Wahoo! But now that we found the fortress, we're quickly going to run into our first problem. Wither skeletons. Now, normally, you're supposed to place down a boat to get them stuck inside, so you can easily get rid of them without them being able to attack you. But unfortunately, we can't do that. So instead, we're going to make a manual trap with a bunch of trapdoors and a pressure plate, and then we're going to bait the wither skeletons into it for an easy kill. Come here. Haha! Who's laughing now? Wait, I need to make slabs. Haha! Bam! Bam! Oh no, there's another one! Quick! Build a trap! Build the trap before he gets here. Bloop! Haha! Loser. Anyway, now we need to find the blaze spawner, so let's keep exploring the fortress. Why is there a mushroom in the staircase? Why is there lava on the ceiling? Okay, so there's lava above my head, and there's a mushroom in the staircase. And there's lava... Okay. Okay, so this is the type of fortress we're in. Alright, I do not like this. I do not like that. I do not feel safe. There we go. Oh, there we go. Huh? Why doesn't it... I thought it always insta-spawned. Did they change this in recent versions? I thought it always instantly spawned. Okay. Okay, like, what is this? Like, what are we doing? Okay, so there's 2 billion blazes behind me and a magma cube on top of my head. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna... Okay. Okay. Fine. We're gonna dig under the spawner. Okay, okay. Alright, we're chilling. Okay, stop it. I get it. I get it. Oh, we have 8 rods. Hold on. We don't need to do this anymore. I didn't even notice we had so many. Alright. Now that we have our blaze rods, we need to get ender pearls. But that's where we run into a little problem. Normally, you're supposed to trade boats with villager to get emeralds that you can then trade for ender pearls, but unfortunately, we can't do that. So instead, we're going to look for a bastion, because bastions have a lot of gold blocks, and then we can trade this gold to a cleric villager, from which we can then buy ender pearls. So we dig all of the gold, come back to the overworld, and we find a village. Whoa, 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 what the hell is this? I'm just gonna bait you here and wait for you to die of the sun. My goat, let's go, you can do it. I believe in you. Anyway, now that the zombies have been taken care of, it's time to start trading. So we start giving some of our gold to the cleric, and while his trade is on cooldown, we grab the village's wheat so that we can get a few more emeralds and also a bit of bread. Let's go. And then I can talk to this guy to buy a bit of bread. Huge. And normally that should have been enough emeralds for everything, but the cleric decided to do a bit of trolling. 5! Oh my god, bro is actually scamming me, what the hell? So since we don't have enough gold left to get what we want, and we already took all of the hay bales in the village, there was only one option. We're gonna go back to the nether so we can peacefully collect a bunch of bone blocks. Wow. Then we go back to the village and use the bone meal to get a bunch of wheat, and now we can get our final trades. Oh my god, you freaking scammer, like are you for real? Are you actually for real? Anyway, now that we have the eyes, it's time to locate the stronghold. And I wasn't very lucky with that. They both broke? They actually both broke. And after running for a few hundred blocks, we encounter another little obstacle. Normally here, you're supposed to use a boat to cross the gap, but unfortunately, we can't do that. Thankfully though, we did get a bit of TNT from the shipwreck we found, so we can use this to catapult ourselves to the other side. Nice. And then we continue running towards the stronghold. Are we for real? Oh, there's a forge. Well, it's not like I need anything, but I can't just leave it here. Hey, armor. Spear? What is this? Okay, what is this? Can I, like, throw it? Huh? How do you use that? Okay, so I guess the right click is useless. Alright, I don't like that. I'm fearing it might be in the water. Oh. Oh, no! Well, thankfully, I still have some strings. Bro, seriously? Alright. Since it's in the water, we're gonna need some gravel. Blip, 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 blip. Well, I need more gravel. Wait, why are they going on my bridge? Where are you going? I don't like you. Let's go. I am not in the staircase. I don't know if the pie chart thing still works in this version. I think it does. Ah, there. There's no button. I gotta have a solution for this. Boom. Boom. Cobblestone. Stone. And button. Anyway, now that we found the portal room, we make a little base like usual. We craft a hoe so we can plant the potato we got from a zombie at the very beginning of the run. I didn't forget you, little potato. And after opening the portal, it's time to fight the dragon. Alright. We get an enclosed spawn, so we quickly dig up to the surface, and that's where we realize another little problem. Normally, if you ever accidentally look at an Enderman, it's not that big of a deal, because you can just place a boat and the Enderman will instantly stop thinking about you. But unfortunately, we can't do that. And that's why we gathered a bunch of pumpkins a while back, because it will allow us to prevent this from happening in the first place. Anyway, now that this problem is solved, let's start breaking the crystals. Bloop. Okay. Oof. Whoa! Okay, it missed. Phew. Boom. Let's use this pearl. Maybe just remove this real quick for the pearl. Wow, okay. Whoa, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. I have to jump. Okay. May not have a boat, but I have a minecart. Hehe. Let's get this one. Boom. Now let's get this one. Boom. Ooh. Okay, it missed. I swear though, the dragon is smarter than it used to be. Or maybe I'm the one who's dumb. Who knows? Alright. Whoa! Whoa! Minecart! Please! It doesn't work! Get in! It's dodging it! Oh god. Come back! Okay, where are the remaining towers? 3 pearls, 3 hits, okay? I'm a gamer. Okay, well, let's just climb to this one. Alright. Then let's pearl to that. Oh my god. Okay. 3 pearl, 3 hits. Look at this. Alright. Anyway, now that we got all the towers, it's time to fight the dragon. So we wait for a perch, and quickly run into a little issue. Oh. Let's use that. Oh, this weapon is kinda weak. Perch! Number 2. Bloop, bleep, blap, bloop, bluff. Wow. Alright, we got it. Boom! Let's go! And that's it. We beat Minecraft without using boats. I hope you enjoyed the video, and since we're the 19th of April, I wish you a Merry April Fools. Yeah, this is an April Fool's video. I'm not late, it's just in time. Look at the calendar. I'm not lying. I would never lie. But anyway, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!